Okay, what's up? I look a little crazy right now because I only have a little bit of eyeliner on and my eyebrows. But today I'm going to be testing out the new Sephora foundation called Best Skin Ever. I did a little test on IGTV a couple days ago on my first impressions, but today we're going to do like an all-day wear test to see how it holds up, if my skin gets really oily, or just like if it oxidizes. I'm not going to put any powder on because last time I put powder on and it was hard to tell what the finish was. So I'm not going to put powder on today. I'm only going to be putting on primer. I'm just going to be using this one that I always use. This one is the Milk Makeup Hydro Primer. And then I'm just going to be using my cream contour little concealer sticks for bronzer and contour. I just have a clean face with some moisturizer on it, and then I'm just going to go into some primer. I like this one because it's hydrating. I'm going to be using this little fluffy brush. This one is the e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. I like how it's fluffy because it really blends out. Foundation really nice. I've really been liking fluffier brushes for like liquids. They don't really leave any streaks and just kind of blends them like really quick. Usually I apply primer with my hands, but I was just touching my computer, so I'm gonna be using a brush. Okay, so the foundation, it comes in a bottle like this with a pump. I'm gonna do one pump for now. So this foundation is supposed to be medium to buildable coverage, be lightweight, hyaluronic acid in it, so that helps with hydration, anti-pollution benefits, and it also is enriched with algae extracts. When I did my first impressions video, I really liked how it looked, but I'm the color 12Y. It's in the light section and it's more of like a yellow base, but even with that little bit, that's like barely, I only took up half of that. So like half of that pump covered so much of my dark under eyes. I'm actually like super impressed with this foundation. I'm not gonna bring it too far down my neck because I don't want makeup on my hoodie. Okay, so this is what one pump looks like. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. It's basically empty. But the foundation did a pretty good job at covering without making it look like I have foundation on. Like it looks like skin. It doesn't really feel like I have makeup on. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more of foundation. Redness on my chin from this pimple. And then I'll just use whatever's left on my brush to blend out my concealer. Okay, so this is what 1.5 pumps looks like on my skin right now. I'm gonna apply some cream bronzer, but I'm not gonna put any powder on today just so then we can see what it looks like after. But right now it has kind of like a satin finish. It's nothing too dewy and it's not too matte. It like actually just looks like skin with like a little bit of lotion on it. I look hydrated, I look healthy. So it's about 1.5 hours now. I've only used this concealer by Becca to bronze and contour. Blush. The only powders that I have on my face are on my eyes, but that's about it. This is what the foundation looks like right now. I'm just a little oily around my nose. Nothing too crazy though. But yeah, it's holding up pretty well. I do have some faux freckles on, so those aren't natural, so if you didn't see those before, that's because I just put them there. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit oily around my nose, and that's normal. I always get oily on my nose and around my nose, especially when I have foundation on, but usually I would be a lot more oily. All right, so it's currently 4:30. I originally applied the foundation at... When did I apply it? I applied the foundation at 12 p.m. and right now it is 4:30, and this is what the skin looks like right now. I mean, I'm a little oily right now. Nothing too crazy. It's nothing too different than how it was before, but it's honestly holding up pretty good. I am still a little oily around my nose. There is a little bit of patchiness there, but that always happens with any foundation. But yeah, it's holding up pretty good so far. Considering that I didn't set it with powder, it looks pretty nice. I do usually get oily in my T-zone anyways, so that's kind of expected. But it's nothing crazy, and it's not patchy or anything. It hasn't really transferred. Like contour I'm just seeing now is not blended. Okay, so it's 5:25 now. I'm just heading out to an appointment. It's pretty dark, so I can't use natural light. But my skin looks pretty good still. It's nothing too crazy oily. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup still. It honestly, yeah, it still feels pretty light. Usually by now I like cannot stand the feeling of my makeup and I just want to take it off. But yeah, it feels so light. I'm actually pretty impressed with this foundation. I actually really like it. Good job, Sephora. You made a win.